Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Managing Data Privacy. Managing data privacy, particularly under the General Data Protection Regulation, is a critical aspect of global HR compliance and risk management. GDPR, which came into effect on May 25, 2018, represents a significant regulatory framework for data protection and privacy within the European Union and the European Economic Area. It also addresses the transfer of personal data outside these areas, establishing a cohesive, stringent approach to data privacy that impacts organizations worldwide, including those engaged in human resources functions. Understanding and managing data privacy within GDPR's framework is vital for HR professionals, especially those with global responsibilities, as it ensures compliance, mitigates risks, and enhances organizational trust. GDPR's primary aim is to give individuals greater control over their personal data while simplifying the regulatory environment for international business by unifying data protection across the EU. HR departments, which handle vast amounts of personal data, including sensitive information such as health records, performance evaluations, and personal identification details, must adhere to GDPR's stringent requirements to avoid substantial penalties and reputational damage. One of the cornerstone principles of GDPR is the lawful, fair, and transparent processing of personal data. This principle necessitates that HR professionals clearly communicate to employees how their data will be used, ensure that data is processed lawfully, and only collect data that is necessary for specified legitimate purposes. Transparency involves providing employees with comprehensive privacy notices that outline the types of data collected, the purposes of data processing, the legal basis for processing, and the rights of data subjects under GDPR. This includes the right to access their data, rectify inaccuracies, erase data, restrict processing, and object to data processing. HR professionals must be adept at drafting and disseminating such notices, ensuring they are easily accessible and comprehensible to all employees. Another critical aspect of GDPR compliance is obtaining valid consent for data processing. Consent must be freely given, specific, informed, and unambiguous, necessitating a clear affirmative action by the data subject. For HR professionals, this means designing consent mechanisms that are straightforward and transparent, avoiding any form of coercion or ambiguity. For instance, including pre-ticked boxes in consent forms is prohibited under GDPR. Instead, employees should be able to actively opt in to data processing activities. Additionally, the right to withdraw consent at any time must be clearly communicated and facilitated. Data minimization is another fundamental principle of GDPR, which requires that personal data collected and processed by HR departments be adequate, relevant, and limited to what is necessary concerning the purposes for which they are processed. In practice, this involves conducting regular audits of data holdings, ensuring that only essential data is collected and retained. For example, if certain personal information is no longer needed for its original purpose, HR should have protocols in place for securely deleting or anonymizing that data. HR professionals must also ensure the security of personal data through appropriate technical and organizational measures. GDPR mandates that data controllers and processors implement measures to protect data against unauthorized access, accidental loss, destruction, or damage. This can include encryption, pseudonymization, access controls, and regular security assessments. Furthermore, HR departments must be prepared to respond promptly to data breaches. GDPR requires that data breaches be reported to the relevant supervisory authority within 72 hours of becoming aware of the breach, and affected individuals must be informed without undue delay if the breach is likely to result in a high risk to their rights and freedoms. Cross-border data transfers present another significant compliance challenge under GDPR. HR professionals must ensure that any transfer of personal data outside the EU EEA is compliant with GDPR's stringent requirements, which include the use of standard contractual clauses, binding corporate rules, or ensuring that the destination country has been deemed to provide an adequate level of data protection by the European Commission. This is particularly pertinent for global organizations with HR operations in multiple jurisdictions. Training and awareness are crucial components of GDPR compliance in HR. All employees involved in data processing activities must be adequately trained on GDPR principles, the organization's data protection policies, and the procedures for handling personal data. Regular training sessions and updates can help maintain high standards of data protection and ensure that employees are aware of their responsibilities and the potential consequences of non-compliance. Moreover, GDPR emphasizes the importance of accountability, requiring organizations to demonstrate compliance with its principles. This involves maintaining detailed records of data processing activities, conducting data protection impact assessments for high-risk processing activities, and appointing a data protection officer where necessary. HR professionals must be familiar with these requirements and ensure that their organization has robust governance structures in place to support GDPR compliance. In sum, managing data privacy under GDPR is an intricate and ongoing task that demands a thorough understanding of the regulation's principles and requirements. HR professionals play a pivotal role in ensuring compliance by implementing transparent data processing practices, obtaining valid consent, minimizing data collection, securing personal data, managing cross-border data transfers, providing regular training, and maintaining accountability. By adhering to these practices, HR departments can mitigate risks, avoid substantial penalties, and foster a culture of trust and transparency within the organization. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.